Hey peeps, welcome to today's Mission 500. Today's trick for you is the letter O. So we're going to have a look at your outside leg hang, or at least an outside leg hook. Doesn't matter where you are in your journey, even if you are brand new, we can have a look at what you can do from the ground, okay? So that is the letter or the trick we're going to have a look at today. Definitely go and check out the previous Mission 500 video on how to get your hips up and chop, because I'll go into that quite deeply if you struggle, but otherwise let's get stuck in. So I'll show you what it looks like and then I'll break it down. Okay, so that is an outside leg hang. We're just going to focus mostly on getting that leg hook, okay? So have a look at your tuck tilt chopper. That is the most important thing, or at least tuck tilt invert, okay? Getting yourself upside down in a really controlled way. So I really want you to avoid this whole massive swinging kick, because your hips are low, it's not going to help build your strength. You want to start building, getting your hips up, okay? So once you've got your hips up, you'll be able to go into a hook. If you haven't got your hips up, don't worry. I'm going to show you some things on the floor you can work on still getting that right technique by hooking the legs. So I'm just going to tilt you down ever so slightly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by laying down on the floor. And we can do exactly the same thing. So from here, I'm going to have my hands up, because when I'm in an invert, my arms are lengthened, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my legs up. So I'm going to tilt my knees towards my shoulders and then power the legs up, okay? Like I said, go and have a look at that hips up for chopper video, because you'll see a lot more detail in there. So we're going to go knees out, the hips will want to come up to the pole, and then you're going to shoot the legs up, okay? So you want to try and get as much of your back off the floor as possible. So up, shoot up, right. Once you've got in this position, the outside leg, so whichever side of the pole you're on, the furthest leg away from the pole is going to be on the front of the pole, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this with no hands, just to show you the leg position. Okay, so we're going to go up. So it's my outside leg needs to hook. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to turn this outside leg so the knee points away, so I can try and get the back of the knee onto the pole, okay? So rotation will help you loads. Push the back of the knee on, and then you're going to bend the leg. Now the inside leg is in a way, basically. So we're going to lower the leg, but we're also going to lift up. So we're going to arch to the back. So as you bend to push the back of the knee on, inside leg comes down. Okay, so really squeeze that leg locked. Does this make sense? If you've got your hands here and you don't get your hips up, you're going to feel stuck, and then as you move your hands out of the way, you're just going to slide down. So we need to get the hips up, we need to rotate the leg, we're going to push the back of the knee on and then bend it down. So keep your hands on when you're practicing, even from the floor, because this is going to help you up the pole. So knees up, rotate, okay, my knee is above my hand, which is important, hook and lower the inside leg. Now, another extra tip, if you don't pull up, basically you want the pole in the side tummy pocket, here. Okay, it will land up here, and you'll feel like, oh, why does it not look very good? We want to try like pull up and roll, so we are going to arch. So what I mean by that is if you go into your outside leg hang without rolling back, it will look like this. Okay. So what we want to do is try and get, so can you see it's really close to my armpit, my upper arm, and not really running right down the side of my body, whereas I want it more in the side tummy pocket. So to get a better position, to make it look a lot nicer, I'm going to pull up through my arms. So as I hook my leg, and as I bring the inside leg down, I'm going to pull up and roll back. So what I mean by the roll back, so you can practice this just from standing. So imagine your leg is hooked, I'm going to pull up towards the hook knee, I'm going to do like lift up my chest, roll back, and you should feel the pole sit on the side tummy pocket, and then I'm going to lay back down. Okay, so from here I'm just going to come down a little bit, because I'm now until the coming down. So from here, up, push, point. At this point, lift, lower the leg, roll, keep pushing the chest bone forwards, then you can squeeze the inner arm on, keep the inside leg low, and you can just hold here. If you want to start working and taking your hands off, squeeze that inner arm on, and then see if you can take the outside hand off. Okay, you've got a lot of contact at this point. Hands back on. I always recommend pulling up to dismount, but if you struggle, just start to straighten the leg that's on the pole, bringing your inside leg up, and you can loosen your hand grip to come down to the floor, okay? So making sure that you're building the strength up by trying to dismount by pulling up rather than keep sliding. So if you're used to just sliding down out of your tricks, I recommend or challenge you to try and pull up and dismount, okay? Or climb down, or whatever you need to do. Continue to build that strength. As you're coming out, you're gonna build strength so much more quickly. Does this make sense? So you can practice from the floor, because understanding that leg position, when you get to the intermediate stage and you're doing it up the pole, you'll already have that knowledge. Your brain will go, yeah, I know what I'm doing, I know where my leg needs to hook. So you don't have to worry too much, you can just focus on the invert. Does this make sense? So that is your outside leg hang or outside leg hook, and you can work on the hang by taking your hands off if you wish. Yeah, so that one's kind of cool. There's so many variations from a Gemini or an outside leg hang. So yeah, definitely what I call a foundation. So if you're working through our foundation structured lessons, you'll see that in intermediate, because like I said, there's so much that comes from that move. So yeah, definitely want to make sure that you nail getting that hook right, and you'll find that all the other tricks will make much more sense and it'll be easier. I never say it's easy, but it's easier to do once you've got that nailed. Okay? Awesome. Let me know if that helps you. If you've got any questions, just shout, just message. You can always email us if you prefer. Make sure you check out in the comments of this video on Facebook to see who yesterday's winner was. Okay, so I've used a Facebook picker generator, comment picker, so that randomly picks one person at random, of course, and then you'll be able to see who it is. Okay, so go and get involved. There was only 7 entries yesterday, so there's a really high chance of you winning the prizes. Okay, right, get involved. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.